This is one of sport's great proving grounds, a gateway to glory where heroes are made.
Absolutely first class.
28 tournaments spanning 16 countries. It's a 10-month campaign to determine the very brightest prospects in golf.
And he is right into this. Brilliant. That could just have sealed his promotion. What a way to do it.
Along the way, a chance for the class of 2022 to expand horizons and sample life on tour.
Did you get that?
Finish the season in the top 20 on the Road to Mallorca rankings and secure a golden ticket to the DP World Tour. That's the dream, shared by all who compete on the Challenge Tour. Eight months on from the curtain-raising Dimension Data Pro-Am, and George, South Africa, is a mere dot in the class of 2022's rear-view mirror. The journey has been long, but now the end is in sight. Just 5 events remain before our top 45 ranked golfers migrate to Mallorca for the season-ending Grand Final, where their very careers may be on the line. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. There's plenty to play for between now and then. Starting with this week's tournament, the prestigious Open de Portugal at Royal Óbidos. This year marks the 5th staging of the event, one of the most popular on our entire circuit.
Yeah, it's always nice and special to play at home. You know, you have family, friends, you have fellow players from your country playing as well, so very comfortable to be at home. I'm not too far from my home either in Lisbon, so yeah, it feels great to be here this week.
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean, obviously with the weather recently, it's been a bit wet, so it's playing quite long, so I think that should be pretty nice. But yeah, the course it's in lovely condition, especially with the rain and stuff, but yeah, it should be definitely be a good week.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the closing stretch, and this is basically the start of the closing stretch, especially because we had a week off last week. So it'd be good to, you know, start that stretch with a good tournament and give yourself momentum to finish the year strong and try to achieve your goals at the end of the year.
Obviously, things are never over till the last event, so just sort of keep pushing on to finish as high up as I can. But obviously, these last few events are important, so sort of just keep the head down and keep moving forward.
Well said, Tom. After all, that is the fundamental purpose of the Challenge Tour. It's Road to Mallorca, a pathway to promotion. As it stands, a couple of Germans lead the way, Alex Knapper and Freddie Schott. More on them later. But the top 20 truly is a reflection of golf's global appeal. 10 further nationalities are represented. Those members on course for graduation to the DP World Tour, should present form be maintained. Well, no Portuguese players in position for promotion, but that could all change with a strong home performance this week. They provided a large contingent too, no less than 9 teeing it up on Thursday morning. Dom Hollier takes up the story.
A side hill lie here for Todd Clements at the 12th. Should just help him to ease it in a little bit. Left to right. This year's Irish Challenge winner. He's had a good season to date, and he's on a nice little run, and it may get better there at the 12th. Well controlled by Clements. To Borja Virto. How well did he play at the ISPS Handle World Invitational on the DP World Tour last month? This at the 17th. Oh, that's outrageous, isn't it? And when you're in form, those sort of things happen. That's his 8th hole. That'll take him to 4 under par. Clements, we saw the approach shot, so this to convert for a birdie. Yeah, beautiful. 11th on the Road to Mallorca rankings. Looking for a big week to climb back inside the top 10. No wonder he is smiling. He moves to 5 under. Up to the 18th, and New Zealand's Daniel Hillier, who's got a flirt with the fringe here. More than flirt, look at that. On and on it goes. And, well, you wouldn't, would you? That is quite brilliant, isn't it? Spent about 80% of the journey in the fringe, and that's for a round of 69. A 3-hour fog delay on this second day of the Open de Portugal, but we're back out and playing now, and this is the in-form Nathan Kimsey, 4th on the road to Mallorca rankings, and beautifully controlled there into the 9th. Every chance he'll move it to 7 under. This is Belgium's Jente van Doren. And that is 3 birdies in a row. Looking to make his first cut of the season, and that will definitely help. Shot a 69 yesterday. That moves him to 7 under par. Well done. To the par 5 7th. And the Frenchman, Jong Won Ko. Top 5 finish a couple of weeks ago in the BNL Challenge Trophy, so he's in good form. And look at the action on that. Wow. Beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
6 under par, so every chance he'll move to -7. The veteran German, Philipp Mayo, has been around for a long time now. He's way down the road to Mallorca rankings, and that is very nearly a birdie. At the 7th, only ever once made the Challenge Tour Grand Final in his career. Could this season be a second time? Clements at the last, his last, the 9th. Yeah, nicely done. What a way to finish. A birdie there. And that will give him a share of the lead with Mayo through 36 holes.
Yes, at the midway mark in Portugal, Todd Clements and Philipp Mayo sharing top spot on 8 under par. Housemates for the week, Kimsey and Manley, were a further shot back, tied 3rd with Jong Won Ko. Now, you remember earlier we picked out Alex Knapper and Freddie Schott, the Germans 1 and 2 on the road to Mallorca rankings. Well, it's been a fiercely contested race so far. Their head-to-head looks like going down to the wire.
I'm Alex Knapper, and I'm going to win the road to Mallorca.
I don't think so. I'm Freddie Schott, and I'm going to win the road to Mallorca.
Well, let's recap the season so far. I go first. My first event of the season, Dimension Data, I obviously won, but I didn't really expect to win. I expected to do well because I know the place, like it's my home course basically in South Africa. And then I had an incredible week where I didn't make any bogey. I won the event by 1 shot on the last hole. I make birdie to win it, and it was really special for me. Your move.
My first top 10 of the season, the STC Open. It was a great week. I mean, I shot my personal best in a tournament with 8 under in the second round at Elements Golf Club. And I was just happy to show myself that I'm able to compete, that I'm good out here, and that I want to go on now. Back to you.
A slight dip of form. After the South African events, I think I was still number 2 in the ranking, but then I had issues with my teeth, and that was probably the reason why I couldn't perform as good. Finally, they removed my teeth, and I could play well again. I had no pain, and then built up my confidence again.
Gaining momentum, 3 straight top 10 finishes. Came to Cascada, and all of a sudden I found myself in a great position to win the tournament. I didn't, but it gave me the momentum. I moved on to Brittany, finished 4th again, and then I was like, okay, cool, 2 top 5, that's really good. I knew I brought myself into the next week event in Italy, finished top 5 again. That was the point where I thought, okay, now I want to stay inside the top 20 and don't want to drop out. Finally, the win I was looking for. Luckily, at the end, it worked out for me. I won with 3 shots, which was great, even though I didn't play great in the last round. But it just worked out for me, and I was super happy. It was probably one of the biggest reliefs of my life.
My second win of the season. I didn't really expect to win. Final round, I was so into it. I was really focused, and yeah, it turned out to be my day, and I could win the tournament. I didn't really expect that, to be honest.
See you in
Mallorca.
And whoever comes out on top come November, it's been quite a ride. After the break, we take our foot off the gas.
We are athletes and then we are golfers, so body, mind is very, very important.
And return to reveal the Open de Portugal champion. All that and more when we come back. Welcome back to the Challenge Tour, where we're midway through a sun-soaked Open de Portugal at Royal Óbidos. 12 months ago, Marcel Schneider produced one of the most unforgettable finishes we've seen, all witnessed by one of his playing partners that day, Alejandro Del Rey.
His ending was world-class. The last final holes, he played amazing. Like the bomb he made on 18, like the eagle putt was pretty crazy, with all the people on the clubhouse right behind the 18th green. And I mean, it was really long, kind of tricky because it was like down the hill, pretty fast, like coming to the hole, and he just looked, to me it looked like it was going to be short, and he just dripped in the last minute, like last second, and huge fist pump. Like it was pretty, I hope it felt sweet to him because it looked pretty awesome.
That victory all but sealed Schneider's DP World Tour playing privileges last year, and the class of 2022 are now looking to follow in his footsteps. Todd Clements and Philip Mayo are leading by one shot through 36 holes here as we return to the action in the company of Dom Hollier.
Jong-Won Ko with a birdie putt here at 6. He started well. Birdied the second, eagled the fifth. And he's got another one there, so 4 under through the first 6 holes. What a fast start from Ko. He moves it to 11 under par. Impressive stuff. To the par 5 7th, Nathan Kimsey's third shot. Just coming off a double bogey at 6. Needs to start moving forward. That's a little bit unlucky, really, isn't it? But he needs to start making birdies soon at 5 under par. He's off the pace. Playing with Kimsey, here's Todd Clements and his birdie putt at 7. Nicely done. Very steady stuff from Clements, the Irish Challenge winner. No wonder he's happy. Up to the par 5 11th, David Ravetto, another Frenchman trying to get in the mix. This to get to 9 under. Really impressive stuff. He's 72nd on the road to Mallorca. He would like to climb inside the top 45 to make the Challenge Tour Grand Final. Ko with a chance here at 11. This to get to 13 under. Yes. He's played beautifully out there today. Looks like an impressive player, doesn't he? He's only 24. Up to 18, and Todd Clements. He's not having a good back 9 after a sensational outward journey, including an ace at the par 3/8. Oh, he hates it. He hates it. One bounce and in, I'm afraid, to the penalty area. He dropped a shot at the other par 5 on this back 9 as well, the 11th. Hasn't made a birdie. This for a closing bogey and a 2 over back 9. And Todd Clements, well, it's a story of 2 very different 9s for the Englishman, really. 6 under to the turn, 2 over coming back.
Yes, a disappointing finish for Clements at the last. David Ravetto lurking ominously just a further shot back, and a trio 2 behind at 10 under par. It's been a busy 3 days, in a hectic week, in an exhausting campaign. For some, the season can take a toll, and rest and relaxation become all important.
You know, when we come back to Europe, it's basically week in, week out, so it's really hard to take a few breaks. And if you're playing well, you want to keep going, but at the same time, you want to have time to reset and recover. So it's never easy, but it's been a long season. We are athletes, and then we are golfers, so body, mind is very, very important. With the seasons being very long, and also with the travel being a lot more difficult. You know, we are going to South Africa, we're going to every single country in Europe week in and week out. So it's just becoming a lot more demanding for your body as well. What I tend to do is switch off the first few days. I'm back home, and then you get back on practice. I'm, lucky enough, got a girlfriend, I got my family. I can spend some quality time with them, and really reset, switch off for a bit, and just sleep in your own bed. I think you just recover so much better when you do it. But on the other hand, you do want to get ready for the next events, so put in the work, on the green, on the range, and get back on the course, and also try not to rest too much, otherwise you're going to be tired right away. So it all comes with experience, trying to understand how much work and rest you've got to do, when to push and when to rest. I know I can make it. I've been in contention on this tour many times in the 3 years I've played here. Nothing is going to happen if I don't make it. I know as long as I can, say that I've given my all and that I've prepared well with the right mindset, putting enough work, then I'm just going to be fine with whatever the outcome is. I'm 27 in the ranking. I know it's going to be hard, but it's going to be hard every single time. I think it's going to be hard if you're 100 and you want to get your card. If you're 27, then you want to finish top 20. If you're 5th and you want to finish 1st. It's a hard game, and it just needs to have a good approach to whatever your goal is, and then, hope for the best, really.
So inner peace, the key, perhaps, to success. But it was back to business the following morning, and the Open de Portugal at Royal Óbidos still very much up for grabs. Remember, Todd Clements and Jong Won Ko lead the way on 12 under, with a whole host of golfers queuing up to challenge them. Calling the action for us once again, Dom Hollier.
Todd Clements with a birdie putt at the second. Nicely done, good start. So he moves it to 13 under par and takes the outright lead. Can he win for the second time this season? Here's Felix Mori at the 5th, the par 5. Shot a 66 yesterday to get right into contention. Can he get home here? It's a beautiful day, look at the sky. And that is a beautiful shot from Felix Mori. And he will have that for an eagle 3. That was some strike, wasn't it? Jong Won Ko for eagle at the 5th. 2 putts will be fine. Oh, it looks good, it looks good. Oh, millimetres away from an eagle. It's going to be a birdie. Just dropped a shot at the 4th, so a nice bounce back. Quite a few Frenchmen in the mix here. In Portugal. Yep, that confirms the birdie. So he moves it to 12 under par. Pierre Pinault, another Frenchman. Shot a 74 on day one's, come back nicely with back-to-back rounds of 66. Well, very close to an eagle there at 7. He will make a birdie, and he's going to move to 14 under par, and he has a share of the lead. David Ravetto on a side slope here at 10, ball well above his feet. It's going to go from right to left pretty sharply. There it is, bending round. Hello? Nearly an eagle 2 at the 10th for Ravetto. So he'll have that putt to get to 13 under. Up to 16, Pinault with a par-saving putt, hasn't dropped a shot yet today. Oh, that is brilliant. He rattled that one in, didn't he? He's not been in great form recently. 3 missed cuts coming into this week, but he's found his game here. Up to 18, Felix Mori for a closing birdie and to set the clubhouse target at 15 under par. Yes, well done. Really good day. 66 for Mori on Sunday. Let's see if anyone can match that. 18 is the place to be. Pinault. This to get to 15 under alongside Mori. Oh, he's found another one. Oh, the putter is hot for Pierre Pinault. And that is a bogey-free 67. Wonderful stuff. So that's 2 in at 15 under. Ravetto to make it a three-man French playoff. Yes, brilliant. A closing 68 for David Ravetto, and the three Frenchmen advance.
Third-round leaders Coe and Clement struggled on Sunday, so the French trio of Pinot, Ravetto and Mori pounced. Tied on 15 under, they returned to the 18th to settle it.
Well, all three French players have found the 18th green in 2 at this first playoff hole, so this is an eagle putt for Pinot. Down it comes, round it goes. You wouldn't. Ah, what a sensational putt from Pinot. How good has he been on the greens today? And that is an eagle 3. Wow, take that, David Ravetto and Felix Mori. Ravetto, he wants to be part of any continued playoff. He needs to hold this. He's seen the line from Pinot. Not to be. Look at disappointment. I think he's probably shocked from what Pinot did. So Mori to keep it alive. Oh, hit the side of the hole, but no eagle, and it means that Pierre Pinot has won for the first time on the Challenge Tour. It's victory in Portugal in just his 13th start on the Challenge Tour.
My goal was to make top 3, and that was done. And we were friends, like Felix and David. I know them since I'm maybe 10 years old. So it was like, that's what we say before, it was like a French tournament. But yeah, quite nervous. That's maybe my 9th Challenge Tour event. I was playing on Tour Satellite and I finished second, and I was just playing to keep my card on the Challenge Tour, and now I'm playing for better than that. So just no words.
Well, the win vaulted Pinot 36 places up the road to Mallorca rankings to just inside the top 20. A solid showing for Alejandro Del Rey sees him swap places with Martin Simonsen, the Dane dropping to his lowest position since early June. A 7th top 10 of the season for Jeremy Freiberghaus moved him 1 spot up the rankings into 7th. Nathan Kimsey closed the gap on Freddie Schott, but Alex Canappa remains top of the pile for the 2nd week in a row. And so our time in Portugal comes to an end. From here, our contenders head to France to compete for the Swiss Challenge. Yes, you heard that right. Golf Saint-Apollinaire is the venue, and by some logistical quirk, it's actually located a short distance beyond the Swiss border. All will become clear if you join us next week, when the race for promotion to the DP World Tour continues.